Hello everyone, it's Nootan and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to just share you. See, you must know and you must aware of this fact that what are your shortcomings and what is the X factor within you when it comes to do your speaking practicing or trying to learn English. When you already have that knowledge within yourself that oh it's my shortcoming that I'm not being able to speak up some kind of concrete words at some point, so you must work on that and you must feel awesome and great when you have an X factor to learn this language. Like if you have the passion to learn English, if you are said to do some kind of speaking practicing and uh, just learn English or learn something new in English language, and you are very much excited to do that whatever the time is going on. Maybe you are so much occupied with some other work, but yes, since you have the passion to learn English and speak English, if you are being told to do this, you have to do this kind of thing in English, and you are very much excited to do that. That means it's your passion, and you don't worry about the time. You don't feel bad about since you are very much occupied with some other work. After all, it's your passion. That's why you are always feel like doing so, and you have the extra spare time for yourself to do that, since you have that passion, the passion of learning English, passion of speaking in English. And if you are not having that much interest and you feel like such a burden or a pressure in your mind, and it's like a baggage within yourself that oh I have to learn this language, uh, how can I do this kind of speaking practicing, I feel like i I cannot do so, and I'm lacking the confidence, I feel shy, I have the fear, I go stuck, I am freezed. So this kind of bad feeling if you are having, that means it's an excuse first of all, and the other thing is that it's your shortcoming. You are trying to just get away from this fact to learn this language, and you make always excuses to escape from this fact that you have to speak in English, you have to do your speaking practicing, and you can't speak in English because you fear of speaking in English, you fear to learn this language, and you don't feel comfortable to learn this language because you feel like a baggage in your mind. Okay, so if these kind of feeling you are having, that means you have this shortcoming. Okay, so here I want to give you my example, what I'm trying to tell you. See, I have the passion of learning English, and whenever I get time I want to speak in English. Since I don't have any partner to talk with in English, that's why I make my own videos and trying to speak most of the time in English through to this camera to you. Okay, so here I'm not praising myself, I'm just telling you the fact which i I have to confront all the time, in the terms of learning English, and I do my speaking practicing off and on. Sometimes it happens that I take a long span of gap and I do not talk with any other person outside or in my home, that I so that I could talk in English. I do not have the other person. Even I try to speak with my children uh, in English, but they always respond that Mama, please don't do this. Let's come to the mother tongue, and they ignore that. I also want them to talk with me in English so that both of us excel in this language so effortlessly. But sometimes I do so, sometimes I am not being able to do so. So here I want to tell you this. See, I have the passion of learning English and want to explore myself in this language. On the other hand, sometimes I actually make not mistake, excuse I would say. Yes, I make mistakes many a times while speaking in English, while making this video or any other video. I make mistakes a lot of time. That doesn't mean that I feel low. That doesn't mean I lack my confidence when I am in front of this camera talking to you, and when I am talking about myself, my experience, my ideas, my own opinion. I am really dead sure that I have to put this so crystal clear, and that time I tend to start feeling like confident all of a sudden. So the thing is, why I'm telling you that it is my experience, and I just wanted to tell you the example of mine. See what happens. You should not feel like, first of all, worry about making mistakes. As I am talking to you in English, I think I did a lot of mistakes, and so many times I got myself slipped off tongue, and that should not be happening since I have been making my videos for a long time. Rather I make mistakes, rather I take long span of gap. Again I start over, again I make my own videos. But the main thing is that which I wanted to tell you. See, do not make any kind of excuse if you really want it to be in your practical life, really want to do something in the terms of learning English, like you want to hold over this language and you want to have a good command over English language, you must take a dive into it. Okay, just plunge into this kind of thing, and you have to just make yourself prepare to do this, to speak in English, whether you don't feel like you are lacking the time, you don't have the enough time to do speaking practicing because you are feeling like shy, or you feel like not comfortable because there are many people, many members in your house, and you are not feeling comfortable, and you feel like that you want to do speaking practicing in alone, and you don't feel the private time for yourself to do your speaking practicing. So here I want to tell you this. See, these are the kind of excuses. Okay, if you really want to do it, then anyhow you have to do this. Okay, and do not feel like okay, if I am having the time, let's watch some videos, English videos, English movies, listen podcast. That's really going to benefit you a lot, but passively. Actively you are not doing this. Actively you are not trying to speak in English. You have to just make your mouth to just talk in English, speak out your thoughts in English. Whatever is occurring in your mind, you have to talk in English without thinking a single thought. The thought of getting hesitated, the thought of going stuck, you don't feel like this, and just go on and start speaking in English. Do not feel like if I go stuck and if I make mistakes, people are going to mock at me and people are going to judge me. Don't feel like this. Okay, because judging anyone or mocking at anyone, it's their job, it's people's job, and let it be, and just leave it on them. Okay, you have to just take a decision of your own by yourself that yes, I have to do it. And you know what happens, I'm telling you my experience. Okay, I have now a command over some sentences. It already come out from my mind, sorry, come out from my mouth all of a sudden. I don't have to think much, and since I'm repeating some words and sentences again and again, it come out from my mouth automatically. I need not to know put lots of pressure, okay, and it's smoothly come out from my mouth and I talk so effortlessly. Sometimes, not many times, I do stuck, definitely, and sometimes I go freeze, and many a times I go slipped off tongue. It doesn't matter to me, and I just don't care about those things. I just feel like speaking in English in front of this camera to you and just put my thoughts to you, and this is all I think, and this is all just was occurring in my mind that I have to share all the things to you, and this is all I wanted to say. I just wanted to tell you this: try to follow these kind of things, like thinking positive about yourself and find out your passion, and you have to just ignite that passion and talk in English. Maybe if it is not, speaking English is not your passion, then make it your passion, and don't think about your shortcoming. Don't try to make any kind of excuses, and just go on and just do your speaking practicing. Maybe you feel like you are getting slipped off tongue, it's completely okay. I also many times go slipped off tongue, it's completely okay to me, and I just go on and on and on. So that's all I wanted to say to you. Thank you so much.